Welcome to another exciting episode of Unleashing Your Potential with myself, Coach Toriso, where we're all about unleashing your potential and enhancing your way of living. Today, we are talking about Dare to Dream. And for that, I've got two amazing, powerful speakers with me here in the studio. They will help us how to actually go for after what we want in life. So stay tuned.
In the modern society, where the family unit is under threat, Life Destiny TV seeks to bring the whole family together at any time of the day, enriching every member using Christian values and principle. That is our vision. Connect with us on social media.
My amazing speakers, gentlemen, welcome here, welcome. Please introduce yourself.
So, yeah, first and foremost, congratulations on this
Thank you.
new show.
Yeah.
I remember we were sitting at Starbucks and we were having a conversation about this idea. It was just an idea.
Yeah.
And now it's a reality.
Yeah.
So you've unleashed
Woo!
the idea and
Thank
now
you.
it's a reality. So
Yeah.
congratulations,
Thank you.
Coach T, on the show.
Thank you
so much for having me on the show.
Yeah.
To the viewers, my name is Busiso Joshua Mulimi. Ngesizulu, my name means a blessing. Okay. So I believe that I'm blessed to be a blessing.
Nice.
Born and bred in Soweto,
Yeah.
London West. I stayed with my late mom. I stayed with my dad.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to home in Soweto, and
Yeah.
small house,
Yeah.
big family,
Yeah.
sleeping on the floor.
Sure.
And then, a breakthrough came when I was 8 or 9.
So young.
9, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah, when
Yeah.
I was 9,
Yeah.
I got my first bursary. I went to a school called St. Peter's Prep in Rivonia. So, I moved from, the township and I went to the suburbs. And I share that because that was a changing point in my life.
Okay.
Because of exposure, and we'll speak about that later on, that, we speak about daring to dream,
Sure.
but once you're exposed to something you've never been exposed to, it does something inside of
Definitely.
you, where you now have your
Sure.
hunger, your
Sure.
appetite to go
Yeah.
after the things that you want.
Yeah.
Goes a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So my first breakthrough was then, when I was 9. I went to St. Peter's Prep, got my first bursary, was there for 4 years,
Yeah.
got my second bursary, went to St. Albans College in Pretoria, another top private school. So once again, the power of exposure, being exposed to these dream cars,
Sure.
to these dream houses, and my friends having them. So that did something inside of me. And then I finished off in high school, went to the University of Pretoria. That's where I did my Bachelor's of Commerce in Business Management. I did graduate.
Okay.
People are like, you motivational speakers.
Yeah.
Like life
You
got
don't.
tough for you.
Sure.
Like, did you guys even go to university?
Yeah.
Or things just got tough and now you're
Sure.
telling us what to
You're a
do.
motivational speaker, yeah.
So I did graduate from University of Pretoria, Bachelor of Commerce, Business Management, and now I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author of 2 books.
Nice.
Well, the other book is coming out.
Okay.
I'm a keynote speaker and I'm a public speaking trainer. So I've been doing that for the past 10 years.
Okay, speaker.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is quite key. I like that. Yes, Mr. Elijah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thanks for the invite, ma'am.
Yeah.
My name is Elijah Skosana.
Yeah.
I am a husband and a father and a brother and uncle as
Sure.
well. Elijah is an author of 2 books. And then Elijah is an ex-convict as well. So what can I say? I will say Elijah is the mind of God just unfold on earth. So I'm not going to say Elijah is like this and Elijah is like that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I can say to you, Elijah is the mind of God just unfold on earth.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
Elijah.
nice. We keep unfolding. Keep
Yes.
unfolding. So now you guys are speakers, right? And you are
Yes.
authors. But what led you to be an author? What led you to become a speaker or motivational speaker?
So the people who are watching and they may have this dream of wanting to become a coach like you,
Sure.
wanting to present.
Yeah.
I think it's important that we share practical strategies with people who are watching.
Yeah.
So personally, from my side, I would stand up and speak, right? But when it was time for me to go to the front, now this isn't, because it all starts in like primary school.
Okay.
Sometimes you have teachers that see something in you that you
Okay.
don't see in yourself.
A bit of a potential
Yeah,
there,
they see, because it's difficult for you to see the picture when you're in the frame.
Okay.
right?
True.
So you have someone from the other side that says you're good at this, and you're like, nah man, lo dlala ngam, lo yang shasha.
Sure, yeah.
They see something that you don't see in yourself.
Yeah.
So I was blessed that I had teachers and mentors along the way who saw something in me that I
Nice.
didn't see in myself.
Nice.
Now when it's time for me to get onto stage and speak to people, this is in high school,
Yeah.
I was that guy like, no, I
can't.
would shake, I can't
Stage
do
fright.
this, I don't want to do this. But you know, you only get better at that particular thing if you do more of it and you get feedback.
Okay.
So in high school, I then joined the public speaking club.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was the turning point in my
Sure,
life. So
yeah.
I must give credit to my mentor, Kuliso Ramashia. He's a mentor and he's a brother.
Okay.
What he did was, I would say, positively peer pressured me into a competition.
Sure. Yeah.
So you know when someone is good at something, but they have a fear of doing that particular thing, but waba Kenya style.
Okay.
Waba
Wabon,
forced.
yeah, sure.
Wala bitso la bona, you put down their name. Somewhere, somehow, they've got a great business, there's a competition that's going on, and then you write down their business. They don't know.
Sure.
But you've positively peer pressured them into it.
I get you.
So I got into that competition, and I came second.
Yeah.
In the school.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how.
Public speaking.
Public speaking competition.
Okay.
I don't know how.
So now all the fright, all the nerves, we're gone.
They were still there.
Okay.
But I don't know how I maneuvered around them. You know?
Okay, cool.
And 10 years down the line, they're still there.
Okay.
Now, this may come as a shock to someone, but you've been doing it for so long.
Sure.
When you want to master your craft and you respect your craft, it's not you're nervous because of what people are going to say,
Yeah.
but there's just these nerves of excitement as
I
well.
get you.
So I get into the competition and I'm in the public speaking club for 5 years. Tori, so there was no competition that I did not do.
Sure. Yeah.
Like public speaking, I was eating it, I was sleeping it. And to the viewers, you know, one of the quotes that may help you is, whoever is a master at anything was once a disaster.
That's true. That's true.
We look at people today and we're like, oh, these
Wow.
people are amazing.
Sure.
They were once disasters.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Start somewhere.
Start
Definitely,
somewhere.
yeah.
And so every single competition I was in,
Yeah.
I was getting feedback. And I remember there was a guy who was a adjudicator.
Okay.
One of the competitions that I did. And he said to me, I don't know if this thing is for you.
Oh. We
I
have
don't know.
those, by the way.
Yeah,
we have those.
I don't know if this thing is for you. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. You
Yeah.
know, if this thing is for you.
Yeah.
Maybe just think about it.
Okay.
And you know, people share their opinions. I mean, it's his opinion at the end of the day. But at times you have those opinions that fill you. They fuel you
Yeah.
to push to prove
Yeah.
people wrong.
Yeah.
So your
So
viewer,
it's
you
good,
watch.
and sometimes
It's
have
good.
those critics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your viewer, you're watching, and you're like, yeah, but my family doesn't think this is the right thing for me.
Sure.
I'm not getting the right feedback.
Yeah.
You know, perspective. You could use that as something that pushes you forward. So to fast track, I go and I represent the school at nationals competition. I do well in debating. I do well in impromptu speaking, after dinner speaking, etc. Now, I'm 18 and I want to go full time.
Public speaking full
yeah,
time.
full time.
Right, yeah.
And I'd been following Dr. David Malapo.
Yeah.
I'd been following Dr. John Tibani.
Yeah.
I'd been following Vusi Tembewayo.
Sure.
I'd been following Hector Motivate.
Yeah.
I'd been following Les Brown. I was
Yeah.
like, this is what I want to
This
do.
is you.
This
Yeah.
is me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But there was also still that fear.
Yeah.
Once again, I speak about exposure. So I entered public speaking competition to go and see Les Brown live in Sandton. Didn't have the money, didn't know how I was going to get there.
Sure.
And when you see someone living your dream, it does something inside of you.
Definitely,
You know,
bro.
but also sometimes, let me be honest with the viewers, né?
Yeah.
You have a dream, you have a goal.
Yeah.
You see someone doing that thing that you want to do, but you're like, man, I can do better.
Kabang.
But you're being honest. You're
Yeah.
like, I can do better.
Sure,
you
yeah.
know, let me get on that stage. But you have to go through the process. You have to build your brand, etc. So I saw Les
becoming
Brown.
that.
Yeah. Saw Les Brown, saw Dr. John DeMartini, saw Richard Branson live, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I made a decision. I'm fully investing in this.
Yeah.
I got mentors who are in the industry,
Yeah.
and my mentor said to me, go back to schools. Start at schools.
Okay.
Let that be the foundation.
Sure.
Because you've got a message, you've gone through school, you know,
yeah.
there's something you can share
You
with them.
connect much better there,
You connect
basically.
much
Yeah,
better.
yeah, sure.
So I started at schools. There was a year where I spoke, I think 100 times. So I had 100 gigs in that year. In that year. So
Yeah.
there's 52 weeks in
Yeah.
a year. So I was
Yeah.
doing about 2 gigs a week.
Okay.
About 3% of them were paid gigs.
Okay.
But I was paying my school fees. I was paying my school fees. I was building my brand. I was consistent.
You were building brand. You're building yourself.
That's
getting yourself exposed out there.
That's it. You know, and when you start to share your message, then you get TV interviews, radio interviews, etc.
Yeah.
And that's the journey so far. 10 years this year.
10 years now. Boo is still young, guys. You don't know how old he is, but he's still young.
Yeah.
Anyway, Elijah, what got you to be an author and a speaker?
You know, each and every individual on this planet Earth, Teresa was called.
Yeah.
Each and every individual in this planet ube ne purpose ukuthi abe kule ndawo lo kule ndawo esikuyo. You are not born just to fill the earth. You are not born just to fill the numbers here on this planet Earth. But each and every individual was born to do something. So now ngoba sinabantu ebasiholayo, we've got people who will identify something in you before you can identify it. So mina ke while I was young, being fortunately enough because ngibuya from a God-fearing background. So umama mbogo umuntu omsaba kakhulu uNkulunkulu, even usisi wakhe, my aunt. So those two people, they able to identify something. When you are called to speak, when but they keep on telling me that.
When did you actually say that I am a speaker? By when you're doing what? When did it start?
This thing started church.
Okay.
Before a church, my mom would say to me, my son, preach, open the word and preach. And I will start to preach the word of God. And then after that, I will go to Sunday school. And then at Sunday school, they will give me even a platform to preach.
Okay.
But I didn't understand. It didn't make sense at all that time. Benga's business no good thing is speaker because this thing I was doing for the sake of my mom.
Oh yeah, I get you.
You understand? I don't want to disappoint my mom. But because my mom gave me instructions to do that, I'm going to do it.
I'm just going to do it. Yeah, you were in training.
Yes.
You were in training somehow.
So first track, I went to prison.
Yeah.
So when I went to prison, so that's where I started to find this gift. But this gift is real.
It's in
this
you.
gift is.
I like that. We're going to talk a little bit more about how was the journey in the prison and what did you learn from prison, because of there's so much info that one can learn from being in this situation. And I like it for the fact that you are here daring to dream regardless of the circumstances what you've been through. So for that, for me, it's like a kick. It's like a kick. It's like a kick. So guys, when we talk about speaking, when we talk about dreams, what is dream to you? When you say that, they always say that, go after your dreams. What do they mean by that? There's somebody there at home saying, oh, they're talking about dreams, chase after your dreams. What are we actually talking about?
For me, when someone says go after your dreams, it's go after the life that you dream of.
Okay.
Go after the life that you want. Go after the life that you desire. Go after the life that you constantly think about. When you sit by yourself, you see yourself as a particular person doing a particular thing. You see yourself living in a particular house, driving a particular car, having X amount of money in your bank account. This is just you and your thoughts, you and your dream, you and your source, you and your God. And those are your dreams. So when they say go after your dreams, it's go after the life that you think about. Go after the life that you want. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Elijah?
I concur with Sbu. I concur with Sbu. Ngoba, no one was born to be poor. No one was born to be poor. Because even our God akayifuni indlala. So each and every individual unalento ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuphila impilo ekanje. So now only to find that umuntu akanawo ama resources ukuthi akwazi ukufinyelela lana afuna ukufinyelela khona. It's whereby ke thina sizo step in ukuthi you need to go after your dream. So ngoba lento you have saw in your mind. So it's possible for you to achieve what you have saw in your mind. Go, because you are the only one who saw it. We let her like it ngoba wena so ibonile. So make sure good you go after it because you saw the finished product in your mind.
See, the word go is not a noun. It's a verb. So verb is an action word, which means you must do it. Go after it. Not sit there and think about it the whole time and wait for someone to do something for you. It's like go.
There must be an action
and
to be taken.
That's the word. That's it. You're standing at the robots and it says green. Go. You must go.
Okay, that's great. So now, understanding dreams or how one can actually achieve the lives that they want. what does one have to do? What can I do? I'm there at home. Or can I understand that I see myself in a Maserati. I see myself staying in a double-story house. I see myself having a business with these amount of figures. Where do I start? Where do I begin? How do I dare to dream?
So I have a friend, Kamala Kumalbong,
Okay.
from Durban.
Sure.
And I'll share his story. He had a dream to become an author.
All right.
Right. So if you speak to someone and say, how do you become an author? You need a publisher. They'll tell you about ISB numbers. They'll tell you about English.
Sure.
I mean, Mfana Sam John Dodd.
Yeah.
And he wants to write a book that's going to be able to communicate with the masses.
Yeah.
Right. So he wants to write a book in English. Okay. Now he's sitting there. He's got a dream, but there are barriers. There are circumstances.
Sure.
And he's saying to himself, how am I going to do this? Right. And what I picked up from him, right, speaking about what to do, is start where you are with what you have.
I like that.
At that time, all he had was a BlackBerry and thoughts. So what did he do?
Yeah.
He started writing his thoughts.
His thoughts on the BlackBerry.
On the BlackBerry.
Sure.
And he wrote and he wrote and he wrote. And as he started to share the dream with people, people started to guide him through the right channel. So, okay, Nondwana, there's someone who can be able to take this manuscript and make sure that the English is a little bit, then we can be able to publish it. Okay. But what did he do? Simply, step number one, he started where he was with what he had.
With what he had.
Right?
Definitely.
So you're sitting and you're thinking, and this is one thing we all have. We all have a dream.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We all have people around us who have something that we don't have.
Yeah.
Simply put, now all of these ideas are coming to my mind now. You're sitting there, you're a young person, you want to start an accounting firm.
Sure.
But you don't have the resources. So who has what you have that you can work with and barter a deal quickly?
Yeah.
An entrepreneur is not a multi-millionaire. Ulebu Kunguluza. When he started off his company in accounting, right, he didn't have the resources. But what he did was he went to a company and said, guys, actually what he wanted to do was he wanted office space.
Sure.
You're an entrepreneur, you're watching, you want office space, but you don't have the money.
Yeah.
Right? But he was good at accounting.
Yeah.
So he said, no, what we can do is let's work out a deal.
Okay.
Let's negotiate.
Okay.
You guys need an accountant, I need office space. You give me office space, I'll do your books.
Oh, nice.
There was an exchange. But there was no money that was involved.
I get you.
So you find people who have what you don't have, you see how you can add value, exchange, so that you get what you need and they get what they need. It's not always about money, because that's the conversation now. Yes, there are dreams. Look,
they always say that I want money for the capital.
That's it.
I want this, I don't have this.
But what happens if you don't have the money?
Sure.
Yes, there are dreams that need money from the word go.
Sure.
You need that capital to start off. But you're sitting there and you're thinking, it's not a lot of capital that I need.
Yeah.
What is that I can use to get what I need?
Guys, they are saying start where you are with what you have. On that note, we are coming right up. That went long though, T. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So, Elijah, from your side, I heard that you start where you are with what you have. A viewer out there, he says that I'm in the same situation where you are. I don't have resources. And I've got so much limitations with me or within me to just break through to what I want. What do you say to that person?
A little bit earlier on, Toriso, I spoke about the purpose, the reason. So now, you need to understand yourself. Who am I?
Sure.
And then what am I good at in order for you to crack the code of your success? But if you don't understand or if you don't know who you are, it will be difficult for you to reach, to dream.
Sure.
Yes, you've got something within you. There is a cry within you that says you need to do something. But what is that something if you don't know who you are? So in order for you to dream and color paint your dream, you need to understand yourself and be able to master yourself.
I like that. I like that.
Which is a process.
Sure.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't have an expiry date. Even multi-millionaires and billionaires are still working on themselves now, right? So I share this because someone will say, but Angaga's told. Or I haven't found myself yet. So I'm still waiting to master myself and find myself before I move. Move. Along the way, you'll learn more about yourself. You'll find yourself. And you never stop. So it's important for the viewers to understand that starting. Just start where you are
Yeah.
with what you have. And
Yeah.
very important as well to do your research.
Sure, yeah.
Do your research on that particular
what you
dream.
wanna become,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And share the dream. I think at times, you know, you're scared to share the dream because you think people might take it away from you.
Yeah.
But at times, if you hold on to that dream for too long, Elijah could be my key.
To
To
where,
open
to
the
where you
other
want to
door.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and people will say to you, yeah, but don't tell these other people.
One
that-
bad dream, yeah, they'll steal it.
They'll steal it.
Yeah.
Or they'll tell you that your dream is not good enough.
Yeah.
Or they'll tell you that you're dreaming too low.
Yeah, too,
or,
too much.
Oh, it's never going to happen.
Sure.
That's the one. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Don't tell them. But those could be the people that fuel you to go more aggressively after what you want. So research is also important.
Yeah.
You're sitting, you're watching. The best advice that I got was, you will listen to me and Elijah and Toriso and the other coaches, right? Walk your own journey.
I like that.
Walk your own journey.
Sure.
Take the principles, because the principles never change, regardless of who you are,
Yeah.
and then walk your own journey.
Walk your
And along the way, you'll find out that you're doing something that you were never told, and it's working for you.
Yeah.
You know, you
It's
don't.
something new that you're learning as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Because
get
at times you watch, you listen, and you go, okay, Spoo said I must do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
But you don't understand my journey, and you don't understand my strengths. And then you do what I said you must do, and then only to find out that it's not working. And then you say, but you're born
It's not a one formula for everybody.
Take the
So one must-
principles,
sure.
take the foundation,
Yeah.
because they never change.
And create what is yours.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then walk your journey.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, Sbu, uqala yinto enhle.
Yeah.
But where am I going?
Yeah.
Yes, I start. You know, in order for me to drive a car,
Yeah.
I need to go to driving school.
Sure.
So angeke Toriso vele unginike imoto yakho ungakwazi ukudrive.
Yeah.
With Elijah, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ngimele ngiqale kuphi.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to understand yourself
Sure.
first, because what you have,
Yeah.
dream yakho, it's not yours kahle kahle. If for umhlaba so
For the
wonke.
world, yeah.
So this thing inamandla ukuthi kubulale, inamandla ukuthi kuphilise.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand yourself,
Yeah.
that dream of yours can kill you. You understand? So it's very
yeah.
much important ukuthi understand
Yeah.
ukuthi who am I?
Let's talk about you finding yourself in prison and breaking through the prison walls and daring for your dreams of you becoming an author and a speaker. How did that happen? Because of the circumstance, it says that I can't. I can't do this. I can't do this. How did you find you, and how did you now dare to dream?
Yeah, you know, Toriso, the only thing ebayenzile ukuvalela umzimba wami,
Yeah.
but not my thoughts.
Okay.
Not my spirit,
Sure.
not my soul.
Sure.
So those things were free.
Yeah.
And then I said, Gua, you need to know who you are. So I started to invite myself to have a meeting with myself.
With yourself, yeah.
And then I asked questions that, Elijah, if you were not born, what was the world will lose? Elijah, you were good at this. Elijah, you dream of being in the tease. Do you think what it's late for you to achieve those dreams? So the small voice within me said, Elijah, it's not late. The only thing that you need to do is to apply imthetho kamamako
Yeah.
in this place that you are in right now.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to say, give me, mfana wami angifuni ubhema, angifuni uphuza utshwala, angifuni ujolo usesemncane.
Okay.
The only thing that I want from you is to go to school.
Yeah.
So that you can take your mom out of poverty,
Yeah.
because you can see ukuthi mama kuphila kanjani.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, now la ejele kunalana engiyakhona, they just open iminyango yasejele and just for 3 hours ngiloku ngiwalk around la. So I said, okay, I'm going ngizoyekela utshwala, angeke ngisabhema ugwayi. The only thing engizoyenza is to focus on school, esikolweni and nagimi.
Sure.
Iqale lapho le ndaba.
Yeah.
So nasekuhamba ke kuhamba isikhathi sengiyabuza ukuthi futhi isikolo sikuphi la ejele.
Okay.
So bangitsho ukuthi wena you don't belong la eBosberg, ubelonga eLokop uyi-maximum. So you uzothwala lezo zinto kuphi e-maximum.
Okay.
So fast tracks fika isikhathi sokuthi ngihambe nge-maximum. When I arrive at maximum, I ask them, umbuzo wani, isikolo singakuphi?
Sure.
But it's Friday, ngifike kuyi-Friday. But it's Friday ndoda. Monday we will take you to school section.
Okay.
Because this section, you observe us.
Okay.
Iyamukela abantu abafika, and then after that,
You allocate them.
yes.
Yeah.
So the following, on Monday, nangithi ngiyaphuma ngihlangana with one of my friends engikhule naye, ubukhosi bakhe. Yendoda, so ula nawe ngithi ndoda ngila ngifuna isikolo asijike ngokubonisa isikolo ngoba nami ngihlala school section. So ngihambe ngesikolweni, ngifike ngibhalise bangenzise leyo test. Bhal test but no ndoda sizoqalisa ku level 4 because mina ngaphandle ngicine ku standard 6
Okay.
bengafundanga
Yeah.
ngicine ku standard 6 so ngifundeke lo level 4 ngimphase ngiyeke ku standard 7 standard 8 ngibiza standard 9 kanjalo until grade 12 until until ngifike ku matric ngize ngifike university.
Yeah.
So ngiye ngathi kuwe I spoke with myself, and then when I spoke with myself I found out good I can write something that will be able to help abanye abantu, because I was called to speak. So lezi zinto lezi okumele ngiyikhulume I can write them because kunabanye abantu ngeke ngikwazi ukufinyelela kubo. So in order for me to reach those people I need to take my thoughts and put them in the book. Ama-Greeks abiza ukuthi it's a frozen thought. So it's better for me to put those thoughts in the book so that it can reach the unreachable, because mina ngila it might happen ngiphume after isikhathi esingaka. So let me write the books and then I will give people outside, and people outside will be able to help me to distribute the thoughts.
Their thoughts.
Yeah,
I get you. I like that. I like that. Sure. So it matters not what situation, what circumstance, what barriers you have. As long as you have a dream, all things are possible.
All things are possible. Listen, when you look Ijele is a barren place.
Yeah.
Ifana ne wilderness ibeka njalo. Laphana ama resources are limited.
Very.
Awekho ama resources. But if you have a dream,
Yeah.
you will discover resources in a barren place.
Yeah.
So regardless ukuthi ubuphi,
Okuphi.
you will find something abantu ngeke bathole, because wena uhlukile kunabo. Ubona ngehlolani le eagle.
Sure.
So the eyes that you have, it's an eagle eye.
Yeah.
So uzokwazi ukuspota izinto abantu bangazipoti, and then you will disconnect yourself from the crowd.
Yeah.
Because ejele sihlala ngani ngama groups. Ngibuye Soweto, ngibuye Spruit, ngibuye Tsakane, sihlala kanjalo. But because I have something within me, I will say, you know what, ngaboshwa ngisi 2004 nge 6 June. So whatever engikhuluma 6 June 5-4 uya le. Angikhulumi 7 June uya le.
Okay.
It's
Your
different.
focus is different.
Yeah,
Your focus
understand.
is very key.
So nasingabuza abantu aba pregnant abomama ebakhulelwe sibu, they don't eat noma yini. Why? It's because they protect what they have.
That's true.
So in order for me to protect what I have and protect my mental environment, it's better for me to disconnect myself from them, because whatever they do, they inject my mind. Ngezinto zakudala.
Negatively or positively. So the people you hang around with, they either inject you positively or negatively.
Yes.
While we're talking about people, there are so many critics. So many critics to the dreams. We tested a little bit about that. But how one does actually let go of what other people are saying about your dreams? How important is it that you would just shut your mind off to what the naysayers or the critics that are happening out there about what you want to achieve? Because somehow, yes, you might be having a dream, but if you don't have the support of a mother, of a father, or even somebody seeing your potential, it's easy to give up on your dream. So now, how do we now take a lesson out of these critics?
So once again, it's perspective.
Yeah.
There are people who are progressive because they were told that they would not make it. Now, had those people not heard you'll not make it, they wouldn't be where they are today.
I get you.
Right?
I get you.
Also, Teresa, this is what I learned, because I'd be like, someone would write something on Facebook or on Twitter, this person doesn't even know me, doesn't know my story, doesn't know where I come from, right? People will say things to you, and at times they're seeing something that you are not seeing. So as I've grown and as I've matured, someone will say a comment that before I would be like, yeah. But now I want to ask that person, where is that coming from?
All right.
It could be that maybe I did something that I was not aware of, right? And that person is just trying to what? That person is trying to grow you. So when someone says to you, you are not good at this, okay, acknowledge. How can I get better? Maybe they've got a solution that you don't have, that you don't know, right? So as you mature and as you grow, you take these comments and these opinions of people and you sit down and you have a meeting with yourself and you ask, where is that coming from?
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
Why did you say that? Yeah.
Could it be true? Because at times you walk in this journey and you are so one-sided, you don't care what anyone has to say, even if they're just trying to grow you. And at times, We're not the same. The way we share our messages is very different. I could say something and to you it comes across like it's very harsh. I don't wish you well. But when I critique you, I also want to share with you strategies that you can grow. And I'm critiquing you because I saw something. So you're a viewer, you're watching, your friends say you're not going to make it. You started something, but you know, the opinions of people. Now there are those comments that are just trying to kill you. And I live by the words of, you know, DJ Spoo, who's a mentor at Leadership 2020. This is what we'd live by all the time. Who said, focus on what matters, ignore the nonsense, return hate with love, kill them with kindness, and bury them with success. Because at the end of the day,
bury them with success.
It's your work. It's your work. It's your work. When you focus too much on what people are saying and it's not getting you closer to the dream or where you're going, you're wasting time. So let your work speak. Let your work speak. But as you grow and as you mature, you open to hear what other people have to say, so that you can grow. Because you're looking like this, but someone else sees a different angle.
Guys, me guys, we're talking about dreams here, and we're going to unpack a little bit about from the critic side, because of you cannot let other people to detect where you're going. And if you were to fall by what others saying about you, I don't think you'll go any further. But they're saying something different. So stay tuned. We're coming right up. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So Elijah, how do we handle critics?
You know, Toriso, in order for you to handle the critics, you need to start to believe in your dream. And then you need to understand the time you start to believe in your dream. There are people who try to challenge what you have, because I can't lean on Sbu before him test. In order for me, I need to test Usbu. So people will test your dream, not because they don't believe in your dream. Some, they see power or potential in your dream, but they want to be sure, how sure are you with this dream of yours? Because it might happen, it's just an opinion, let me put it like that. It's just a wish. Let's make an example. A dreamer is like a player. In a soccer field. And we know good in a soccer field we've got any team of which I'm opponents. And then we've got ama fans. And then we know good ama fans guma standard dilangane ngama vuvuzelas. And then they bayathanda for no substitute in the game of life. Ama supporters. And then you need to understand, as a player in the ground, the only thing that is expected from you is to score a particular goal. As a defender is to block ama opponents good angis.
Toriso, you mentioned a very powerful word, focus. Because where your focus goes, your energy follows.
Definitely.
And if you spend too much time focusing on the comments of people, what you are not good at, that's where your energy is going to be. And then your energy is going to be depleted. And then you're going to say things which you regret. And at times it's like, I see someone commenting on the stupid tweet. I'm like, bro, you've got so much going for you. It's to encourage the viewers to shift their focus. Because where your focus goes is where your energy follows. Yes, cool, you did something, and here are the critics. You made a bad decision. Sharp. Now you must deal with it, you must face it. But don't meditate on it.
Don't dwell on that.
And dwell on it and focus on it too much. Shift your focus. Shift your focus. Shift your focus.
Focus, focus, focus. Shift your focus. Shift your focus. I hope you got there. So now, guys, we are going through a global pandemic of COVID-19. A whole lot of people, a lot has happened. People, they've lost their dreams, businesses shut down. People don't have the energy anymore to dream because they feel like, what's the point? Do we even see anything further than this COVID-19? It's like COVID-19 has locked people's mind, and then they don't see anything beyond COVID-19. How do you encourage a person like that at home to dare to dream, irrespective of what is happening?
That's a good question. I don't know if I've got the answer, but look, I'll try. I've been there before. I think we're all in it. I've had conversations with friends who, that's the other thing about social media, speaking about daring to dream, because you're like, you know, a lot of people have got it all together. You know, there's a friend of mine, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know, he's struggling to even pay off his car. There's just so much that's going on, right? No, so I'm sharing this to say, sometimes you look at people's lives and you're like, oh, these people have got it all together.
Yeah.
Their life is all together.
All things
I
are
wish
just-
I had that life, etc. Which is not always the case.
Yeah.
And it's a fact that every single person in this world,
Yeah.
there's a challenge that
Yeah.
they're facing.
You go through seasons, man.
There is if it's not a financial challenge, it's relationship challenge. Now, I'm sharing this to say you're not on your own.
I
You're
like
not the
that.
only one.
I like
Because
that.
you're sitting there thinking, yo, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've lost my car.
Yeah.
I've lost my house.
Yeah,
I had
lost
this
my job
dream.
and all
What's
that.
the point?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
where do I go from
Yeah.
here? So you're not the only one,
Yeah.
right? It's then very important for you to find people who have gotten out of this
Okay.
and are now progressing.
Okay.
Because there's something that they're doing which you're not doing.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
identify those people who you see that, yo, these people are actually moving through a pandemic. They're progressive through a pandemic.
Yeah.
What is it that they're doing that I'm not doing?
Sure.
Yeah. What books are they reading?
Yeah.
What is it that they're listening to?
Yeah.
What's their perspective, right? Dr. John DeMartini speaks about how everything is on the way and not in the way.
Okay.
So we go through a pandemic
Yeah.
or you go through a challenge
Yeah.
and you think this challenge, this pandemic is in the way of my dreams becoming a reality.
I get you. It's like a block.
That's it.
Yeah.
This pain,
Yeah.
this tragedy,
Yeah.
this loss is in the way. Like it should just move
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah,
It's
sure,
in the
sure.
way of me what? Daring
Going
to
to the
dream.
other side.
It's me going on the other side. But
Yeah.
he says everything that happens to us is on the way and not in the way. So what happens then, it's a shift of focus
Yeah.
and it's a shift of perspective.
Okay.
To say you are in this pandemic, you are hopeless,
Yeah.
maybe you've lost your job.
Yeah.
What are the lessons that you can take out of this? What are the principles that you've used
Yeah.
to get you to where you used to be?
You used to be.
Yeah, because
Clearly
the
you
principle,
applied something
there's
before.
something that you did.
Sure.
The principles never change.
Yeah.
You see multimillionaires that start low,
Yeah.
build a business,
Yeah.
the business becomes successful,
Yeah.
they get bankrupt, then they do it again.
They do it again.
Then they do it again.
The principles
Because
still
the
the same.
principles never change.
Sure.
So you meet with you have a meeting with yourself to say, yes, I'm in a pandemic. It's dark. It's tough.
Yeah.
What are the lessons?
Sure.
What are the lessons
Yeah.
that I can take out of this pandemic?
Sure.
What are the things that I used to do, principles,
Yeah.
habits
Yeah.
that got me
To where I was. Sure.
right? That's very, very important.
Yeah.
And lastly, on not giving up, because so many people are just on the verge of giving up.
Yeah.
Is there hope?
Yeah.
What's the point of dreaming? I study multi-millionaires, billionaires, extremely successful people, and I'm trying to find out why
is it
haven't
that
they
they
given
do?
up?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
businesses,
Yeah.
divorces,
Sure.
lost court cases, and they still bounce back again. And one of the secrets that I found, I want to share this with the viewers, is their why of doing what they do is much bigger than them.
Stronger.
It's stronger.
WHY.
WHY. For
Their
example,
why.
one of my mentors who was fired from a particular radio station, then went to start a particular energy drink, right? When they started off the business, they were 2 million rand down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of SAB, etc. What.
Sure. Yeah.
And people keep asking, how come has this guy not given up? They said
Yeah.
this thing is not going to work.
Sure.
So he's building that business, not for him. It's for his daughter. He's got a
It's
9-year-old
beyond
daughter.
him. I get
yeah?
you.
9-year-old daughter. So he thinks about, if I don't push this business and this business is not a success, what's going to happen to my daughter?
So the dream must be beyond where you are now. The
Beyond where
circumstance
you
what
are.
you're going through.
Your why has got to be bigger than you.
I get you.
Your why has got to be bigger. If you give up, what's going to happen to your 2 daughters or your
Sure.
1 daughter?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Umama?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Ubaba? You've always had this dream of wanting to
There
build them a
must
house.
just be something.
So once again, lastly, my last parting words is shift your focus to your why.
Okay. I like that.
Shift your focus to your why.
Okay.
You're in a dark place,
Yeah.
you're hopeless,
Yeah.
you feel like things are not going to work out, you're discouraged.
Yeah.
Shift your focus back
To
to
the
your
why.
why. That's why they say in business, remember why you started.
Remember
Because
why.
you started and you
Sure.
wanted to help people. Yeah, the money was there, but you wanted to help people. You wanted to go and live in another life. You wanted to drive a particular car, tattoo mama, and etc. Go back,
I like
shift
that.
your focus
To
back
the
to your
why.
why.
That's quite powerful. I'm taking that as well. Elijah.
You know, a dreamer, Toriso, don't focus on a problem in most cases. And then they don't talk problem because their dream is a solution.
Yeah.
So now we are facing this pandemic that we are facing as a country.
Yeah.
So as a dreamer, you need to identify an opportunity to this pandemic. Because
Spot
your
an
dream,
opportunity.
yes, spot an opportunity because your dream is there to solve the problem. So make sure ukuthi you don't focus eyinkingeni, because the time you focus on the problems will be the problem to you, and then you become a problem to yourself. The only thing that you need to do as a dreamer, you need to be a problem to the problem, and then the problem will move in your way.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I can say about that. Yeah.
Okay. Dare to dream. Dare to dream.
Yeah, dare to dream. Just dare to dream. So for me, it's like, naked I came into this world, and naked I'll leave.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything with me to heaven.
To afterlife.
Yeah, to heaven, to the afterlife. And so it's like, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
You know, go after it.
Yeah.
You know, do the impossible. Do something that's never been done. It's like, so I said, shift your focus to the why, and then the other, powerful quote is, become the first.
Yeah. Become the first.
Become the first.
Okay.
The first in your family.
Yeah.
The first in your generation.
Sure.
Become the first, because when you become the first, you then what? You set a benchmark. And I understand, it's easier said than done. Become the first, shift your focus to your why. Where are you guys getting all of this positive energy during a pandemic?
Yeah.
We're surrounding ourselves with people who are able to uplift us, who are able to uplift our energy. So I can say to you, shift your focus to the why, become the first, and then you're inspired and you've got this energy. And then you sit around people and they look at you like,
I actually wanted to ask that. How important to surround yourself with the people that you want to go to where you want to go? Said now that I might be having this amapupo, but at the end of the day, I'm just sitting with people that are taking me nowhere.
Yeah.
What does one have to do to come out of that situation? Or why is it so important for me to hang around with the dreamers, as a dreamer myself?
Because the conversations are different.
Okay.
The circle dictates the conversations.
Okay.
That's an entire sermon on itself. I think I can write a book on that.
Okay, is that a title? There's so many titles coming up.
The circle dictates the conversations.
Okay.
Right? Now, you watching and going, yeah, I've got my friend, but my friend is like always negative.
Right.
Every time I try and tell him something, I'm trying to be positive.
Sure.
He or she is negative.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, you're not my friend,
Okay.
because maybe you've grown up together. There's a strong bond that you have.
Sure, yeah. It's
Try
not
and show
easy.
them a different perspective to what you're seeing. And at times, people will follow you and get on your journey and follow your vision once they see it manifesting in your life.
Yeah.
So it needs to start with you.
Okay.
At times, you're just like, you know what, I'm going on my own.
So I gotta be a bit selfish.
I'm doing it on my own.
To just say that, you know what, I'm done with this and this.
I'm doing it on my own. You still got the friends. You still got the friends, yeah? I'm doing it on my own.
Okay.
And when you do it on your own, Toriso, how are you doing this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, now they're starting to believe in you. Now the conversations are different. Why? Because
Okay.
we believe by
seeing,
seeing.
sure.
So once we start to see you doing the thing, we see you progressing, see
That's
you
when
starting.
they start to...
You starting your business in a pandemic?
Yeah.
What?
How did
So it's
that
possible.
happen?
It can be done.
Yeah.
You surround yourself with those people.
Guys, this has been amazing. I enjoyed every bit of it. But where do we get hold of you? Share your contacts, please.
So on Facebook, it's Busiso Mulimi, SIBUSISO. MOLIMI. That's also on Twitter and on Instagram, and my contact details are 072-066-4925.
Great. Spot on.
On Facebook, I'm Elijah Skosana.
Yes.
And my Facebook page is Develop Winning Habits. My contact number is 063 468-7261.
The viewers out there, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys have been unleashed and you can spot the potential that you have inside of you. They've said a mouthful. I can't say anything more. But what I can say is that start where you are with what you have. Until next time, dare to dream.